Hello. How are you? Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. I made it. Cha cha cha. Ah! Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That was I had my thing open because I was trying to talk to you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on some music. As we will not be listening to Ethel Kane tonight. I found a new little playlist that I made. I stopped making all the playlists that I make. I stopped making them public because I feel like I'm just going to annoy the hell out of you guys. So I decided that I'm just gonna keep the rest of them private. But this is just too good. Mm. I love the kind of ambient music that makes me feel like I'm walking through hell frozen over alone. I love it. You look gorgeous. Oh, Shannon, I love you. Thank you. So, you guys, obviously, welcome to All Signs. Thank you guys so much for waiting for me. I appreciate it so much. Oh my God, I totally forgot that Lori cannot make it tonight. Oh my God. Kinez, Kinez, will you do me the honors of being my temporary backup mod for this evening? I promise it's an honor and a privilege. No, just kidding. It's really fucking not. But I know that you stay here anyway, usually, as far as I'm aware, throughout the whole thing. What's up, Barbie? Well, I totally forgot. I'm totally ill prepared. You get paid and no. No, definitely not. I will not be sleeping with any of my subscribers. Okay. Can I handle it? Yes. Since we have this massive audience here. Okay. Awesome, Kinez. You are incredible. Okay, add as moderator. There we go. Boom. Congratulations. You are officially head dragon for the evening, okay? So, you guys, welcome to All Signs. Once again, thank you so much for waiting on me. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, okay? And now we're here. So, we're going to be taking a look at a person on your mind. This does not have to be in regards to a romantic relationship. Can it be? Yeah, absolutely. But it can be a parent, it can be a coworker. It really doesn't matter. We're going to be taking a look at how this person is going to be portraying themselves for the rest of March 2025, who they truly are on the inside, and their intentions with you. Okay. So, other than that, I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys want to book a super chat question, you're welcome to do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Tonight is $5 super chat night, as most of you know. Okay. Um, Anything else? I'm so excited. I really want to tell you guys what I just finished today. But I know that having Scorpio placements, it's very important to just upload it or do it without talking about it. And I really have to work on that. I get too excited. Do you guys ever notice like you talk about something and you're excited to tell everybody and then like it ends up not happening? I swear to God that happens to me so often, or it just gets delayed. So I finished it today. Got to put the final touches on this evening. So excited. No, it's not my deck. It's not my deck, but that's coming. But I don't want to say that that's coming because then it might not actually come. Okay. So, now it's not going to be for everybody. Okay. Unfortunately, it's just not. It's going to be for some people, but it's not going to be for everybody. Um, I want to ask a super chat question, but I also want to be surprised. Like, you want to ask a super chat question about me? like about what it is. No, bitch. I'll take the money though, for sure. What's up, Migs? It's nice to see you. You definitely need something. I need a lot. Okay, guys. It's been a wild ride. Let's do it. Oh, ladies, I'm telling you, please, like, just forever get the silk roller things to put in your hair. Oh my God. Like, I have not put any heat on my head since I got those. By the way, Sean, I got your donation, baby. Period. Thank you. Thank you so much. Special shout out to Sean and Carmen. They recently. Ah! You? What is wrong with you? You scared me. Oh my God. That fucking cat, dude. Shout out to Sean and Carmen for the donations. Okay, you want to make your little public. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Look at this baby. She's just a baby, see? She's just a baby. She is just a baby. She's so cute. Okay. We almost have matching eyes. She's so tired of. We're so tired of each other, honestly. Like, let's be fucking real. Oh, wait, what's going on? What's up, small TV? Right, Michaela? I got it from Ulta. Ma'am, what is wrong with you? She does this thing where she chews on plastic. Drives me nuts. Oh, we're not talking about subs, like subscribers. We're talking about like subs. Okay, got it. Okay, so it's my topic of discussion, honey. I have curly hair, so I don't know if it would work on me. Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. I got to be honest with you. I don't know. I guess I didn't think about that, really. I really didn't. I'm loving the spicy girl chat. Like, can we keep that forever? Like, the spicy girl chat is so cute. My black cat likes flip-flops. Really? Oh my God. You know what my cat likes to do? Like, if there's a brand new thing of toilet paper hanging around, she likes to, like, chew on the plastic that holds it together, and I can just hear. It's so disgusting. It's so gross. Don't even try it, Vanessa. Don't even try it. Okay, so a girl, like, I feel like a girl recently, now this is just like me assuming things, but I feel like a girl was suspicious that I was organizing cards recently, okay, to like fit a certain narrative. I'm going to tell you right now, as much as I would like to like pretend I'm that smart to like, oh yeah, I know, like like I'm counting cards at the blackjack table or whatever. Like I really don't. I really don't know what card is coming next. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that you guys see this. Okay, shuffle, shuffle. Wee. Okay. Because she was like, I didn't see you shuffle. Like, what's going on there? Like, dude, I really, like, before I do my tarot cards, I ask that they be in the order of whatever's happening. And I just trust and believe that that will be accurate. And it hasn't steered me wrong, at least as far as I know. So that is how I do things. So here you go. What's up, perfect? The tarot, please. What's up, perfect dark? What's up, Darcy? No, I genuinely think I don't think she was trying to be accusatory, but I was like, oh God, I hope that she doesn't think I'm like doing that. I wish I was that smart. Like, but so I just want to show you guys, okay, so nobody thinks that I wouldn't do that. Okay. Da 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 da. Wee. There you go. Okay, now we're all set. Okay. Um I swear I don't think she meant it maliciously. I really don't, but I was like, "Oh, I hope she doesn't think I'm." So I just want to put that out there. Okay. Without further ado, let's go ahead. Wow, Megs, I didn't know you've been watching me for 2 years. Really? I thought you were new. Awesome. Aw, thank you, Shannon. I genuinely don't I genuinely don't think that she was trying to be malicious or anything like that. I think she was just genuinely curious, and so I just wanna make sure you guys know, like, not I'm really not that smart, but, like, that'd be cool if people thought that I was, though. Yeah, Darcy, you have been around since the beginning. That's pretty crazy. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Obviously, all signs. Once again, for anybody who just joined, we're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind, whether this is platonic or romantic. This is how they're going to be portraying themselves in the month of March, or really how you are personally perceiving them, who they truly are on the inside at this current moment, and their intentions with you. Okay. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. So let's go ahead and start with, of course, you guessed it, Aries. Ah! Oh, bitch, it's a damn shadow. I thought I saw a bug. I know it's the shadow of my hand. Goodbye, bitch. No. Okay. All right. So we have Aries. Honestly, I don't know if you guys saw my short, but it really doesn't matter what placement you watch. Okay. If you guys are trying to figure out like which placement should I watch, then pull a tarot card for yourself. And if like, the Empress comes out, maybe it's telling you to look at the Taurus or the Libra reading. Okay. But Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that is on your mind. The way that you're going to be perceiving this person in the month of March, Aries, we have the Nine of Cups. Who this person truly is on the inside is the Two of Wands. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse for their not actions, their intentions towards you. Let me see that Nine of Cups. Oh boy, you be careful during this Venus retrograde. Venus is in your sign after all, and Mercury, isn't it? Both going to go retrograde. So we have Nine of Cups, the Magician, and the Hierophant energy. Now, this is your perspective of this person. This isn't terrible, honestly. I feel like you're looking at this person who has really, really good morals and values. This could be somebody who is a bit of a spiritual teacher or very well educated, or you may feel like this is just somebody who has a pretty solid foundation for who they are. Okay. Now, this is their portrayal. You may also feel like this person is really, really great with words, or somebody who's very confident in their own abilities, very confident in their relationship with you, very confident in building a foundation for themselves, very confident in regards to what they believe. And you're looking at them like they have pretty much everything that you want in a person, or they have a lot of qualities that you like. Even if this is somebody who you're trying to hire, for instance, right? You're like, wow, they're very confident. They're very self-sufficient. This is somebody who is very creative, or this is somebody who is um, knows who they are, essentially. And so I feel like this is really, really good. I get such a confidence off of that energy. Like it feels so confident, at least with how you're perceiving them. Like it feels so confident. It's almost like they have something to teach you, as opposed to you have something to teach them. Like it feels as though you look at them like I have something to learn from this person. And it could be in regards to your own talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, but it seems like you're looking at them like their intention is to manifest either a relationship with you or a stronger foundation with you as a whole. Let's pull one more. The Three of Cups. It's interesting because it's almost like they're showing up. They're showing up as very self-sufficient, very individualistic. This is somebody who seems to, at least that's how you're perceiving them. They seem to solely rely on themselves in some way, and I don't feel like this is the type of person who's going to change their perspective just because they're around a group of people, or change their perspective just because you have a differing one and they want to please you. No, it seems like this is the type of person that even in social situations, you seem to be viewing them as somebody who stands on business or sticks to their guns. Okay, if this is like an ex or something like that, then this can be a reconciliation of some sort. Who this person truly is on the inside. This may be a feminine energy. Ooh. The Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed with the King of Swords reversed. This person makes decisions based around a sense of either insecurity or fearing taking the lead. I feel like there was something that happened to this person in childhood or happened in maybe a certain pattern of relationships that caused this person to feel like they weren't enough, or to feel like they couldn't speak out or say what they were really thinking or feeling. And they may be in this pattern where they um like fear ridicule or fear being gaslit in some way. So they rather just like not speak up or say something. But at the same time, with that Two of Wands, this is also somebody who I feel like tries tries to push themselves out of their own comfort zone. Like, um, I know growing up, okay, I know that a lot of people don't give a fuck about my story. Listen, this is just how I read tarot, okay? So if you don't like it, whatever. But like, I know that growing up, there was a certain expectation of me to look a certain way. And I don't want you guys to think this is like some ego thing for me, okay? Because I'm really not all that. But I was expected like to be the pretty one in my family, or I was expected to be a certain type of like have a certain type of appearance, okay? And I grew up feeling like these certain expectations were put on me by the rest of the world as well. And back in the day, I used to, before I left the house, my decision would always be based on how I was looking, or how I felt I needed to look, or how I was expected to show up. And if I didn't, oh dear God, what would people think? Right. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that still stands with me, not as much anymore, but it does. And I feel like it's something like that, like something that they grew up with, that they still make decisions around that trauma or that certain connection that they have to that maybe not the most appealing past experience. Does that make sense? Their intention, get that intention. Their intention with you, the Four of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Swords reversed, the High Priestess, and the Six of Wands. Okay. If this is a past person, they're definitely ready to kind of like let go of any kind of heartache or personal issues between the two of you, if there are any. Now, if there are no personal negative issues between the two of you, this may be somebody who's like, you know what? I got to let go of my old trauma. I got to let go of that way of thinking. And I just have to listen to my gut instincts. And I want to give this attention, So it really depends on your personal story. if I'm going to be honest, okay, this person may hold some grudges, okay? This person may have, if I'm going to be honest, they may have anger issues, they may hold on to grudges, okay? But that may be not something that they always want to admit to themselves. Advice is house 4, and the energy is gaining momentum. So house 4 can certainly be about us protecting our emotions, but this can be about home and family. Maybe it is, I don't know, maybe it's telling you to have this person over. I have no idea. Or maybe this actually is a past person. Maybe this is somebody that you know from childhood. But with that energy is gaining momentum, it may be saying that something from an emotional standpoint is going to move pretty quickly, and it's probably telling you that there are some things that on an emotional level are going to need to be faced, either with this person or maybe this person on their own. I have no idea. If this is a family member, kind of the same thing. So I feel like there are going to be some, like, maybe unexpected emotional events, family events, vulnerable moments or conversations that you and this person have, okay? And it may be telling you just to show up as your most vulnerable self, okay? If you trust this person enough. So that is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. What's up, Tom? All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that is on your mind, how they will be perceived by you in the month of March, who they truly are, and their intentions towards you. The Page of Pentacles for how they will be perceived by you. The Five of Cups in reverse for who they truly are. We have another Taurus placement here. The Nine of Wands for their intention with you. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Page of Pentacles first. The World, okay. This person could be at a distance. This could be somebody new, potentially, with that page and that Ace of Cups, okay? So if this is somebody new, you could feel like this person does come at a distance. Maybe you meet them on a dating app, or maybe you, I don't know, work with them from a distance or something like that. Maybe some kind of online company. I have no idea. But that Page of Pentacles tells me that they seem to be interested in you, interested in maybe working on a project together specifically. And I say that because that Page of Pentacles is about putting in like a 3D material kind of effort, or learning about something with the intent to create a more stable environment for oneself. And that World energy is Saturnian, and the world is all about finishing something, completing something successfully. And so this may be somebody who is attempting, if this is a past person, maybe they're attempting to receive some kind of closure from you by delivering some kind of message or giving you something or communicating with you, and then wanting to kind of start brand new. Okay. For others of you, this can be somebody that you have closed things out with already, and maybe you see them kind of starting out new, or offering something to somebody else, or maybe they're starting a new job. But I want to say you're perceiving it in a really positive light. You're perceiving whomever this is in a positive light. So it makes me feel like it's not something that is feeding you any kind of negative emotions or feeding your negative emotions. It seems like you're perceiving them as pretty positive. This could be somebody that you end up working on some kind of business project with, or some kind of creative project in some way. Or, quite frankly, this can be somebody who's trying to offer you some kind of love. Okay. And I don't feel like they're a slouch. Like, it seems like this is somebody who's putting in a hell of an effort. The Page of Pentacles is no slouch. Yeah, it's a page, but he's probably the hardest working page, quite frankly. He's there with intent and purpose, and he is ready to get down on his knees and do the thing. Not like that. Okay, maybe for some of you. And with that World there, it seems like there's a sense of accomplishment in how you perceive said person. Who this person truly is, we have the Five of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Four of Cups. This is like the kind of person who goes with the flow of past hurts or issues. Like if you and this person have a conflict, for instance, and it didn't really work out too well. They're like, oh, well, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to let it trigger me. I'm just going to, they kind of take more of a passive approach, maybe to conflict in some kind of way. And I feel like inside they forgive, but then they almost resort to this, well, when, like, know, like this almost lack of gratitude, kind of a bratty energy, kind of a um well, I didn't want that job anyway, or I didn't want him or her anyway. I don't care, I don't care. Like it's kind of like it's kind of that kind of it's that kind of energy. Because it almost feels like this is the type of person who, like, lets go of a past issue or forgives or whatever, but then it resurfaces and they find themselves being triggered of the very thing that they let go of to try not to be triggered at all. So it makes me wonder, because of the passive approach that they take to conflict or regret or sadness or whatever, if that is maybe the less productive approach in regards to the results that they truly want, because it doesn't seem like they really maybe deal with it on a mental level. It's almost like they're trying to just take a passive approach, but it's like we can take a passive approach and sometimes that works, but if it's more internal, this is going to be something that usually follows us around until we actually deal with it. So it makes me feel like it's that kind of energy. This person's intent with you is the Nine of Wands, the Hermit reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Very finicky kind of, very finicky kind of person, maybe. They definitely have their guard up. Okay. They definitely have their guard up, and it can be due to paranoia, or it can be due to um, feeling like they're not good enough. It can be coming from a place of, caring too much about what other people think about your guys' connection or about what you think per se. But it's really this sense of like they seem to have a guard up out of paranoia in some way. This can also be somebody who you've been through the ringer with quite a bit, with that Nine of Wands, and they could feel like they're needing to protect themselves in some way. Um, I feel like there is maybe a little bit more work that they need to do in regards to self identity or understanding oneself or taking the time to become more self aware. It may be that, for some of you, it just can be like this person is trying to isolate as much as possible due to something not working out. Taurus, your advice is house 10 and a new romantic cycle begins. So maybe you meet somebody at work, it can be that you meet somebody at work with that house 10. It can be that you end up having a relationship that's more like in the public eye in some way. For others of you, it can be telling you that when it comes to romantic relationships, that there needs to be more structure and discipline in regards to those relationships. It can also be saying, like, for somebody to be able to claim you publicly, right? House 10, it can be saying, let them do the work. Like let them put in the work. Let them do that. Let them work for it. Okay. But for others of you, these can be like two separate pieces of advice where it can be telling you that you really need to focus on your career and your reputation and your higher standing and your social standing and all of those things. And that's really, really important. And it may be saying that once you focus more on yourself in that area of life, that you may draw in a new romantic cycle between you and somebody, if that's something that you're interested in, or maybe a romantic cycle between you and a past person. Just be careful during this Mercury is going to go retrograde on Saturday. Venus is already retrograde. So just be careful around this time. I had a client that called me on Hypsee and she was like, hey, so like, I'm just wondering, like, if I gave the Sagittarius a chance, like, you know, what would happen? And I'm like, so Venus is retrograde. I'm immediately going to tell you, wait it out. Wait till like after April 12th. You know what I'm saying? Like, give it a little bit of time. But yeah. All right. So thank you so much, Taurus. I really appreciate it. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. What's up, Faye? Thank you so much for the positive review on Hypsee that you gave me. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that is on your mind. We're going to take a look at how you're perceiving them in the month of March, who they truly are, and their intent with you. Oh, could be dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe that's just what the devil is. So this is how you're seeing them. We have the devil, the lovers for who they truly are. Well, that's your card. Could be another Gemini. And the death card. Woo, damn, the devil, the lovers, and the death. That's intense. Thought I was in a Scorpio read for a second. Wow, okay. Well, time to sage the house. No, I'm just kidding. The devil, the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Let me put, why do I have that over here? Stupid. And the 5 of Pentacles reverse. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, I mean, now this is just your perception, okay? Give me one more about that 5 of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, I told you I don't really like it. So, if this is somebody from your past, okay, for some of you, if this is somebody from the past, they may be attempting to get unblocked or have some kind of communication with you, but I feel like it's through manipulative means, you know? Like they're, I don't know, texting your brother and like, oh, I need Alice to talk to me or whatever the case, you know, like it's like I don't like this. And it feels like the way that you're perceiving them is like maybe they do get unblocked, right? Maybe there's some kind of communication. Maybe there's something, okay? Some kind of saving grace. But then there's no real vision for what their plan is. Like, oh, well, I just want to talk to you. Well, like, that's great. Like, now what? Do you know? Like, there's no longevity in their intention to message you, intention to get in touch with your brother, whatever it is. And you're looking at them like you're toxic, you know, or you can be viewing them like there's a very strong sexual attraction as well, but you may feel like there's no longevity potential. And it while I think there's a very strong sexual attraction, it definitely makes me feel like you're looking at them like you're full of shit. But it may be difficult because the sexual attraction is so strong. You know what I'm saying? Dare I say. Some of you look at this person like a fucking failure, like honestly. Like I'm not even trying to be funny, but you look at them like a fucking failure. Okay. You may also feel like this is somebody who is terrible with their finances. Okay, for some of you, it can be that this person is like the best example I can give is like the type of person who goes through a breakup and then like has like a 5-day Vegas binger and gets like wasted and does a bunch of coke. Like, you know what I mean? And like spends all their money and now they're stuck out in Vegas because they can't get home. You know what I'm saying? Now that's obviously very extreme. Now, who this person truly is, we have the Lovers. Yeah, see? Temperance in reverse. There's something about their like coping mechanisms or how they deal with life. The Two of Cups reverse. This person is truly a lover boy or a lover girl. Like truly. Like they really are a lover. I genuinely believe that. But the way that they deal with feeling disconnected from others disconnects them from themselves. Like how they cope with that. How they cope with those issues are toxic. And it is because they want like a certain thing so bad, they go about it in the wrong way. It's kind of like somebody who really wants an intimate partner, but instead of doing the inner work, they just like watch porn all day. Right? Which really messes with your sense of psychology and being able to bond with another person. You know what I'm saying? Now that's just an example. And it's like they don't understand it. Like they don't understand that. They don't have true peace, in my opinion. I think that this is also somebody who knows what their values are, like they know what those are, like those are established, like they know that within themselves. Wow, really? I just got the weirdest message. Whoa, really? Okay. So, sorry, that probably made me look fucking crazy. But for some of you, okay, for some of you, this is the type of person who, how do I explain this? Okay, so now I'm not saying that this is what it is, but this is the only explanation I can think of. So take a person who has really like been through the ringer, right? Like really has been through the ringer, has been just gut wrenched, heartbroken, shattered, mentally, emotionally tortured, like, in their life. And a lot of the times, what that's either going to do, that's either going to break you or that's going to build you. Now, this person may have caught themselves on a pretty crappy side of the fence more times than one. And the best example that I can come up with, so forgive me, but if you take a person who's been through that much and like you put them in a conversation with a person who's never had to suffer a day in their life, and so like because they don't really have any like I don't want to say real world problems, but they don't really have too many problems, they will essentially create them. So people who have been through the ringer and people who have had a lot of problems in their life, they learn how to solve or they learn how to cope. People who really haven't been through stuff like that, right? Because they don't know always what real heartbreak is or what real issues are, they will create problems. And that's humanity. And like if you look at, for instance, Selling Sunset, right? I'm not saying that people who have a lot of money don't have problems, okay? Of course, like terrible things happen, but this is just an example. That's why you like look at shows like Selling Sunset or Laguna Beach or I don't know, whatever. They literally create the dumbest fucking problems. And it's like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? So this person almost feels like the other person who's had to solve problems their whole life, and it's almost like they feel like they're surrounded by a bunch of reality show bitches or like, and so it makes it harder because they feel like they don't have anybody to connect to. So they don't know how to cope. it's kind of like when you've been through a lot and you go through all of these like spiritual awakenings and then you realize like everybody else is asleep, you know, it makes you feel very alone. And so I think that this person knows who they are. I think that they understand what their morals and their values are and their beliefs are. And I think that they're very connected to that, but they don't know where to go to feel understood. It's actually really sad. Now, I don't know. Maybe this person is a total piece of crap. Okay. I'm just telling you what I see. What's up, Carmen? This person's intent with you is the Death card, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Oh, they may be at a distance from you. They want a relationship with you, this person. Even if it's like a family member, this is somebody who wants a relationship with their their daughter, their son, their mother, their father, whatever you are to them, okay? Or if this is romantic, they want that. They want to talk to you. They want to have a conversation. They're willing to evolve. They're willing to end certain things, I think, in a positive direction so that something can move forward. Anyway, sorry, I know that was really, really long. House 3, well, that's a Gemini house. And then we have surrender to the divine. Maybe you met this person online. Okay. Maybe this is actually a sibling, cousin. You know, this can be family. Okay. Could be somebody you've known from childhood as well. It really depends on you. But I feel like this advice is saying, like, open your mind to a conversation. Maybe. Okay. If this person is like diabolical and the worst person ever, like, no. Okay. But it may be telling you to use your logical mind to open your mind up a little bit and not be afraid to learn a little bit either about this person or about what they have to say, or and just kind of like let go and let God kind of thing, you know, but totally up to you. You know this person better than me. Okay. So thank you so much, Gemini. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All right, let's move on to Cancer. Oh no, Miss Ida. Oh, thank you, Truth. I better pee. Hold on. I better do it because I really had to pee during Taurus. And I was like, oh, I'll just put it off. And now it's like a mess. All right, one sec. Thank you for waiting. Okay, Cancer. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at your person for the month of March 2025. This is how you will be perceiving them. And then we're going to take a look at who they truly are and then their intention with you. How you're going to be perceiving this person is the Emperor in reverse. So this may be a masculine. Okay, we have Aries here. Who this person truly is the Eight of Cups reverse. Their intention with you is the Three of Pentacles reversed. The Knight of Wands. Ew. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much, honestly. So, we also have Sagittarius and Leo here, okay? The Emperor in reverse with the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who feels like they need to prove something. Now, this is how you perceive them. So it may not be their truth, but it certainly is yours, okay? You may feel like this person is going out of their way to try to prove something to you because they're trying to either gain control or they want to appear a certain way or something. Now, you're looking at this person like they're taking action, but you're looking at it like it's pathetic. And the reason why you're looking at it like that is because the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who can overpromise and underdeliver. It can be somebody who is just trying to prove something, even though the thing that they're trying to prove isn't necessarily legit. This can be somebody who is attempting to do that to be able to formulate some kind of control over you in some way. Now, this is just how you're seeing them, so I don't know if it's the case. But you're looking at them like they're trying to be something that they're not, like they're trying to be it will always like, I know I bring it up so much, and God forgive me, okay? But that puny little guy that I told you guys the story, and he knew that I liked dominant men, and he was really, really little, and it just wasn't him. And that's okay. Like, you don't have to be dominant. Like, just be yourself. You know what I mean? But then he tried to like pin me down and kiss me, and it was just like weird. Like, I was like, this isn't you. Like, please. It was the most awkward. I was like, please, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. That's what that reminds me of a little bit. But, like, there's a sense of cockiness about it, and you're like, "For why?" You know, like, that's how you're seeing this person. Like, "Why are you cocky about this? This is weird." You know what I mean? I don't know. Who this person truly is, the Eight of Cups reversed, the Sun reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed. Oh god, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I just hate it. I really do. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound so negative. All I can like it's 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 a little, let me try to be more objective. I just okay. Let me think of a mature way to describe this. Tell me about that Eight of Cups reversed. The Queen of Cups. This person wants you, okay? You are the Queen of Cups. This person wants you, okay? Now, who this person is and the way that they go about getting you, it's going to feel, this person operates through their ego. They go about obtaining things or attaining people or whatever it is as more of a form of validation than a true form of authenticity. It's more about how many people can I collect or get to believe what I'm saying so that way I can feel better about how my mom or my dad made me feel as a child, or and then like when something doesn't work out, they will likely shift the blame onto people. It's it's like a little delusional. It's like it's a little delusional. Okay? And we all could be a little delusional, right? It's it's very much a false sense of control or identity. Okay? So when we look at the Eight of Cups in reverse, this is somebody who essentially will try to make somebody else feel like they're settling for them. Or this will be somebody who acts like they have a very healthy sense of, well, I'll walk away or I'll, but not really. There's always like a egoic, um, malnourished child behind that. I feel like they may have mommy issues or something like that. Shit, so do I. Okay, but there's some kind of, you know, their intent with you is the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords reverse, and the Ten of Wands reverse. This is like the kind of person that will attempt to, like, I had an ex back in my early mid 20s, and what he would do, he would break into my house, okay, if I didn't answer my phone. Okay. And it got to a point, yes, the cops were called many times on this person, okay? Just I don't want to talk about it. But it got to a point where this became the normal. This became normal, and it's almost as if this person groomed me to this behavior, truly. And it got to a point, of course, where I was so traumatized I started sleeping in my closet hoping he wouldn't find me. But then there were specific evenings where he would be there. And I always meet every partner when I'm at my absolute lowest of my self-esteem, every single one. Okay. Keep that in mind. But it got to a point where he would attempt to argue with me even when there wasn't anything to argue about anymore. And then what he would do is, after he was done absolutely exhausting me with these empty arguments, he would ask me to do something, or he would ask if he could have something, knowing that I was too defeated and too tired to resist anymore. I didn't have it in me. That's what that feels like. That's what that feels like to me. Your advice, Cancer, is Jupiter, and you are good enough. Cancer, I really want you to, when dealing with this person, okay, I really want you to have a higher mind about this. If this person is attempting to destroy your self-esteem or create arguments when there doesn't need to be or whatever, they may be trying to break down your sense of self-worth or your sense of self-value, but it's asking you to be of a higher mind and understand where that's coming from, because it's not about you. It's about them. Okay. Whew. Thank you so much, Cancer. That is what I have for you. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. What's up, Infinite? No worries. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person on your mind. We're going to see how you're perceiving them for the rest of March 2025. We're going to see who they truly are and what their intent is with you. The Three of Wands in reverse for how you're perceiving them. The Eight of Swords for who they truly are. The Six of Swords for this person's intention with you. We have Leo energy here, so you could be dealing with another Leo. We also have Gemini. So we have the Three of Wands reverse, the Strength, and the Page of Swords. You're viewing this as somebody who is essentially a little frustrated. A little frustrated with you, frustrated with how things are going, and it seems like their confidence is pretty low. Their ego may have taken a hit a little bit, or their pride, okay? Now, with that Page of Swords there, it almost feels like they're being humbled because they didn't get something that they wanted. Like there's something that they didn't get that they really wanted, or that they expected, or they thought was coming through, or they thought the plan was just right. And so now they're having to find that they need to go back to the drawing board, or they need to readjust their thinking. Um, and I feel like they are positively humbled. Like it feels like they're taking it in a way where they're becoming more open-minded to maybe something that you have to say, or some advice maybe that you have to give. So there's a curiosity here. Now, for others of you, you can be feeling like this person is stalking you, watching you, something like that, and maybe they thought that you were going to contact them by now, or say something, or finally have that date with them, or whatever it is, but like maybe you're not, or whatever. So you may be feeling like they're like stalking you or watching you in some kind of way. Who this person truly is the Eight of Swords, the Empress reversed, and the Two of Swords. This is somebody who, ooh, that's a very stuck energy. This is a wounded feminine, okay? It doesn't mean that they have to be a woman, okay? But there is a wounded feminine energy about this person. And I feel like with that Eight of Swords, this is somebody who feels very trapped by that. That Empress in reverse can also indicate that there was a smothering mother in their life, or an unavailable mother, or a mother who didn't give them the right care that they needed. And so they're constantly second guessing themselves. They're constantly, maybe even there was a mother who very much relied on them, or maybe they had a narcissistic mother or something. And so they're constantly hyper vigilant to um, this person's needs, or everybody else's, or something. But I really want to say that this person could have this missing sense of self-worth, or self-value, or level of confidence that keeps them in the same place like a merry-go-round. This person may be someone who very much tries to avoid that wound. Like they don't want to look at it. This can also be somebody who is a people pleaser as well. Somebody who is always worried about what everybody else is thinking, or about how they can please everybody else, or how, and that can be very exhausting. And so this can be somebody who has those issues. Okay. It doesn't feel, like I said before, it doesn't feel like you're perceiving them as evil. It just feels like they're sad, and they're trying to understand the source of their sadness, I guess you could say. Six of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Judgment for their intention. Yeah, so I think that there's a little bit of conflict between the two of you, but I think that they rather make peace than make war. With that Six of Swords, they're willing to resolve it. And not only that, but this person, if you've been separate from this person, this may be somebody who's willing to take some kind of accountability, or even come together with you to be able to resolve some form of conflict. I do feel like they are focused on a solution. They want to resolve it. Whatever this issue is, you guys clearly have some kind of issue with each other, but they are happy to, they're open to understanding, is the best way I can put it. They're open to understanding. The Sun, your card. I love that. Conclusions are within reach. So just be yourself is what I want to say, Leo. Just be yourself. Be confident. Show up as your best self, you know? And I feel like it's interesting that that full moon eclipse card is showing up because we're having a full moon eclipse on March 14th, at least here on the East Coast. From the West, it's going to be on March 13th, late night. But maybe something is going to occur within the 2 weeks of that lunar eclipse, you know? But just be yourself. Be open and honest and embody your own sense of truth. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Leo. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Okay. Cassie. What's up, other Carmen? I have like 3 Carmens that come in here. What's up, love apples? Yeah, guys, I'm here to tell you. Not a lot of tarot readers I've seen that say this, but it doesn't matter which placement you watch. Okay. Like I said on my short, sometimes the best way to do it is flip a card for yourself. Be like, which reading should I watch on Violetta Alexis Tarot tonight on All Signs? You know, and if the judgment comes out, then you watch Scorpio. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a fun little way to do it. You're welcome, Chris. Have a wonderful evening, baby. Okay, let's do Virgo, shall we? All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that is on your mind. You guys have a big lunar eclipse happening in your sign soon, so congrats. Should be a fun ride. But let's go ahead and take a look and see how this person or how you're perceiving this person, who they truly are, and their intent with you. 7 of Cups for how you're seeing them. Who they truly are is the Ace of Pentacles. I heard opportunist. That's really interesting. Okay. The Star in reverse for their intention with you could be an Aquarius. So let's do that 7 of Cups first, shall we? Eight of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. So a side note, okay, this may be completely like aside from how they're interacting with you on a personal level. But with the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords, what I get from this is somebody who's working on a lot of things at once behind the scenes. You know, like a bunch of projects. Maybe they're writing a book, and then they're creating a website, and then they're creating a course, and then they're doing a bunch of stuff, right? So it can be that. For others of you, you could feel like this person may be working on exploring their options in regards to love, or you may feel like there's something that you don't like. You feel like there's something that you can't quite see about this person. For some of you, you feel like this person is a sexual fantasy of yours, okay? And some of you just straight up fantasize about this person. Like, this is somebody who embodies your sense of, you know, a fantasy, sexual intimacy in some kind of way, because that 7 of Cups is Venus and Scorpio. Um, you look at this person like they're putting in a really gallant effort towards healing, towards their work, putting their head down, doing their due diligence, doing what it is that they need to do. It can be that if this is like a partner or a spouse or something like that, this can be somebody who you feel like is really putting in a lot of effort to be able to heal things with you on a personal level. Okay. As well. It doesn't look bad. What's that 7 of Cups? Ace of Swords. Yeah, see, there's something that you feel like you can't see. Ace of Swords reverse. You're like, I don't know about that. Are you really doing the work? Is what you're saying really true? You know, so you can be kind of questioning the authenticity of the work that they're kind of putting in. You know, and even if this is like somebody you're working on a project with or something, you're like, You know, like you could feel like there are delays, or they were supposed to have like some kind of project in, a week ago, and they're like, oh, no, 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 don't worry. Like, I'm working on it. And you're like, okay, well, whatever it may be. So you're not quite sure what you're seeing. So I feel like you're being more observant. Um, for some of you, if this is not even somebody that you're in like contact with, you could really feel like, um this person is like ignoring you, or like just doing their own thing, focusing on their day to day and their routine and their work. It can be that, because sometimes the Four of Swords can represent a sense of indifference. And then when pin it with the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles is like, I'm just doing my work, put my head down, mastering it's like you see them trying to get to this level of like independence in some way, or self sufficiency, or beauty, or whatever, right? That's Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Who this person truly is: the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Wow. This may be somebody who is really great at creating opportunities. They're really great at starting something. They're really great at, like, they actually maybe have something genuine to offer, but then their own sense of insecurity can set in, or that sense of doubt can kind of start to set in, and they can start to second guess themselves. You know, this is someone as well who may start something, and then because they start, um because of those insecurities, or um they're even laziness sometimes. Okay, for some of them it can be that they get a little lazy, like they can like really put things off, or be a little bit of a procrastinator in some way, and like things end up taking a lot longer than they should. So I'm getting like this energy of this person's really great at having something to offer. They do have something to offer, and they can really build, but either doubt sets in, or laziness, or self-worth or self-value issues, or they don't nurture the thing that they started. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. So I don't know if this is like somebody you work with or what. I also feel like this is somebody who, if they're not passionate about it, they're probably not going to show passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to be passionate about something in order to nurture it properly. This is a weird reading. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Not my favorite, right? Star reversed, Justice reversed, King of Pentacles reversed. Um, okay. Well, I don't think that this person has any hope whatsoever. I don't feel like they are even interested in healing anything. Why Justice in reverse? They either may be trying to avoid accountability with the Justice in reverse, or it's that they feel like you used them, or you did something dirty towards them. And so they're like, yeah, no, no thanks, bye. Okay. And I'm only saying that because, like, so, you see this Queen of Pentacles in reverse for who this person truly is. And then you see what their intention is with that King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm wondering if this is how they perceive you. Okay. If this is you, flip it if you need to. But they may feel like you are a user, or they may feel like you screwed them over, or you did them dirty, or something like that. And so they're like, yeah, no, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole in the dark. Like, that's kind of like, that looks like that's kind of their mindset. Okay. Even if this is like a business partner. Sorry, and that sounded really crappy. We have Leo, could be dealing with a Leo, or you may have Leo placements. And what do you need to release? You may need to release an old sense of identity. You may need to release an ego. This can also be about you being confident, you being loyal to yourself, you being creative in some way. It may be telling you that for some of you, in order to deal with some kind of issue that you're currently going through, it can be saying that creativity is going to be your saving grace, or some kind of entrepreneurship can be your saving grace in some way. But it may be a time, it may be a time to like cut the cord, perhaps. I don't know. That's what sorry, Virgo, I know that was really crappy, but that's what I have for you. I love you. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Let's go ahead and move on to Libra. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and see how you're going to be perceiving this person for the rest of March 2025, who they truly are, and then what their intentions are with you. How you're perceiving this person is the Tower in reverse. Could be an Aries or a Scorpio. We have the Ten of Swords for who this person truly is. Goddamn. And then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse for their intention with you. All right, looking great so far. Let's see. The Chariot could be a Cancer. The Seven of Wands reversed. This is so like beyond ass backwards. Libra, if this is an ex, okay, or if this is somebody from your past, whatever, you're viewing them as not letting this go, not letting a conflict go, not letting the sex go, not letting you go, but also at the same time not really implementing any kind of changes within self. Okay? And there may be this, like, they may drive to you, you may, with that Chariot energy, they may drive to your house, they may come see you or something like that with that Chariot energy, but you may feel like they're trying to intimidate you or pressure you, or they're trying to get you to, because it's like you look at the Tower in reverse and I'm like, oh wow, that's a strong determination, especially when it coincides with the Chariot. This is like somebody who's very determined not to let something go. I don't know if that's a grudge, I don't know if that's you, I don't know if that's the relationship, I don't know. Okay, only you are going to know that. But then it's like with the Chariot pushing forward, right? Because the Chariot pushes forward, it's relentless. And it's like, relentless to do what? Seven of Wands in reverse. It's almost like either it's diabolical and it's like this person is trying to intimidate you enough for you to let your guard down, or this can be somebody who is maybe putting their defenses down, okay, in some kind of way. Because they seem to not want to let you go or lose you. Let me see. The Fool. Yeah, it seems like they want a new beginning. That's what it looks like to me. They may do something like out of nowhere. Okay. The Fool, the Chariot, it seems very spontaneous. It seems like out of nowhere. It seems. But at the same time, it's like they're not. There's something in them that you feel needs to change, and there's a refusal to do that. So you're looking at them like they're not really like maintaining the connection or willing to do the work in order to maintain or even evolve the connection. It's like they're just very determined to take charge or have you in some way. That's what that looks like to me. These reads are fucking diabolical. Damn, Jesus, what the hell? Oh no. Oh my God. What in the Silent Hill is happening here? Ew, God. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, well, let's Ew. It's very dark. This is like the type of person to risk it all to get what they want. Okay, I know that seems really dark, okay, but that's what it feels like, because the Ten of Swords is like burn it all to the ground, kind of thing. Willing to end things, willing to even maybe betray people in order to get their way, make the sacrifices that they need. With that Hangman is like about making sacrifices. It's also about perspective. So it can be that this is somebody who has been through a lot of trials and tribulations in their life. And so they have a new perspective on how to get the things that they want. But at the same time, it's like this, they're constantly repeating these cycles though. Like there's no, it's almost like things could be so much easier. Things could be so much easier, and it's almost like they get to the point where they're like ready to let go, or they're willing to change their perspective, and then they like go back into old habits. It's like that back and forth and back and forth. It looks exhausting. I don't know what the fuck their problem is. No, I'm just kidding. um their intent with you. Two of Pentacles, King of Wands, Page of Wands. They may drop something or someone for you. They definitely I will say this, their intention is certainly to reach out, to go after you, to initiate some kind of conversation, something like that. And it's in a very confident way. This is their intent. They want you to see them as confident. They want you to see that. They want you to see that they're confident. You know? But they don't want to do it to a point. I don't think that they're intentionally trying to intimidate you, but you may feel intimidated by the way that they're approaching you. It may be like, whoa, all right. They may want to surprise you or confuse you, honestly, to like throw you off. You know what I'm saying? What are these reads? House 1 is your advice, Libra, with you're very close to achieving your goal. Focus on yourself is what I want to say. Focus on yourself. If you are doing that new workout routine, doing that diet, focus on that. If you are focused on a new project, whatever it is, focus on that, because it's telling you that you're very close to achieving some kind of goal. So whatever you've been working on when it comes to your approach to life, individuality, your health, your body, whatever, keep doing that thing. That is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Let me go ahead and shuffle these. So that was weird. My lives are not hard to hear. They're not. My audio is working just fine. Please don't come in here and troll me. Okay? I'm not here for it. Like, y'all be trolling with that. Your audio's weird. It's not. Is my audio weird to you guys? Like, please. Thank you, Kennez. I really appreciate you being here. If my loyals aren't telling me that, no, I'm not even trying to hear it. I've never seen your name ever. Right, exactly. Fuck. Don't fucking try me. Actually, you know what? I just don't even, sorry. I can't. I just felt like that was a troll and I just couldn't deal with it right now. Can't deal with it right now. I just can't. Sorry. Sorry there, Bridget, but I can't do it. Just can't do it. Not gonna do it. Every time a troll comes in, that's what they say. And I can't fucking do it. All right, let me go ahead and shuffle these. You guys know it's time for a snack break real quick. Thanks a lot, Vanessa. I appreciate it. Alrighty. Couple more shuffles. Oh my God, Megs. Not the Dollar Tree earbuds. I got some cool stuff from Dollar Tree. Like I told y'all, I haven't been to Dollar Tree in so long, but I watched like a little witch video and she's like, oh my God, you guys need to go to Dollar Tree right now. These bottles are so cute. And like, literally, I know I already showed you, but I'm so excited. How cute are these? They're so cute. Stop. Okay. That's right, Infinite. That's very, very true. I just need to stop responding, honestly. All right, let me get my little clementines, okay? And I'll be right back. If I let you in here, don't be crazy. Oh my God, these are my last clementines. I need new clementines. Okay, guys, sorry. Let me just take a little break. Yes, let the kitty back in. She's such a turd. See, she like when I'm not paying attention to her, she likes to go back here and she'll go, bring. And then I hear her fucking with those leaves back there. Oh, she's such a turd. If you want V's attention, send her money, period. She is. She's so stunning. Mm. Really, Kanaz, you're living my dream. What's up, Deb? Are you guys ready for this lunar eclipse? No. It's making a conjunction to my sun in the 6th house. A sextile to Mars in my Mars in Capricorn, conjunct my midheaven. But it's making a square to my Lilith and Chiron in the 2nd house. Hate those. Wow, Bonnie. That's crazy. 93, that's an incredible accomplishment. Tell her I said happy birthday, even though she doesn't know who the fuck I am. Yes, happy birthday to your mama. What lip gloss do you use? It's by Ulta Beauty, and it's just called Jelly Gloss Lip Gel. I think it was like $8, maybe 7, something like that. I really like it. It's just clear. You know what I really want to do? I want to get my lips blushed, like tattooed, right? Where it's just like, a tone that just like this, you know, like a little bit darker than your natural shade, just to make it more prominent. But I know how bad that would hurt. Like, fuck that. Dollar Tree lip gloss. You're not funny. Thank you, Infinite. I haven't got my lips done in so long. In so long. I mean, it's been years. I think the last time I did it was like 2020. Don't let them tell you that you need to get them done every 6 months. No, you don't. You do not. Just letting you know that. Especially if you get Ultra Juvederm Plus. That shit ain't going nowhere, bitch. Like, it basically becomes like a part of your fucking face. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You scared me first. Hi, I love you. I'm sorry. Do you want to come hang out? Thanks, Underdog Tarot. All right, guys, I'm almost done. I got to recharge my batteries. Not that kind. Okay. I have not, Deb. I'll definitely check her out, though. Yeah, I've never seen her before. I'll definitely check her out. Thank you, Megs. Thank you, Underdog. Maria says some of the Dollar Tree products are really great. Don't knock it. I found knockoffs of Neutrogena mascara and concealer for $125. Right, Maria? Like, please. Oh my God. Especially if you can find a really good Dollar Tree. Like, there are some gems in there. I like a lot of candles in my house. I love candles. Love, love, love candles. And they have a bunch of like tapered candles in there. They have tons of candles for like $1. Like, I was like, wow, I didn't realize I was missing out. Damn. You hinted at something in the beginning of the live stream? I did? Oh, I don't remember. Sorry, I wasn't expecting any lady callers. What's up, lady? How you doing? Oh God, I love all these sexy women in my chat. I love that. Sorry, that was loud. Look at all these ladies in here. Ugh, that just puts a smile on my face. But Tom and Sean, we still love you. You guys can stay. And Chris and no, the other fuse. The other fuse. Exactly, Bonnie. They have some great stuff. We have a brand new huge superstore right next to my gym. I love it. Ugh, I love that. World Market is awesome for home stuff. I don't know if it's just an East Coast store though. Well, I'm on the East Coast, but I don't think I've heard of World Market. You know what they have? I went to Home Goods because somebody was like, "Oh my God, you know, if you're looking for an Aphrodite altar, this is the place to go." And I went and look. Oh my God, bitch, I walked out of there $150 broker. I bought like a mermaid little statue, right? Because Venus is born from the sea. And then I bought like this beautiful rose candle. Then I bought like this beautiful, it looks like a open clamshell and it's like really shiny and pearl essence. And oh my God, it's so pretty. And then I bought what else did I buy? I bought, oh man, I can't remember. I'm gonna have to show you guys one of these days, but I bought like a pink candle holder. I bought a bunch of stuff. Oh my God. And then what I did, I went to the beach like last year and I picked up a bunch of seashells off of the beach and then I put it all around her little mermaid statue. Oh, so pretty. So cute. I do. I do have an Aphrodite altar. I do. I also listen to the Bible. Like I like to be well-rounded. I do. But and I buy her fresh flowers every couple of weeks as well. And then I also buy fresh flowers for myself. I need to go and get some new ones, but I have a bouquet of white roses on my coffee table. So pretty. But yeah, I have an Aphrodite altar. Did you know? I did not know this. Did you know Aphrodite and Hermes, so like Mercury, had an affair and they had a baby? Greek mythology. I did not know that Aphrodite, okay, Venus and Mercury were getting it on. Damn, girl. She was getting it on with everybody. She had so many affairs. That's why I don't get it when they say like Venus is the wife in a man's chart. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think that Venus wanted to be a wife, quite frankly. You know, I think she wanted to just go be a whore and like that's okay, you know, but she wanted to do her own thing from my understanding about her history. You know what I mean? I'm ruled by Venus, okay, so I can say that. Half my chart is freaking ruled by Venus, but I was like, oh shit, I didn't know. Okay. You know, I feel like Venus and Mercury couldn't be any different. What's up, Luke? Sounds like my ex-wife. Oh no. I'm sorry. I love you. Really, Deb? Kismet. I'm on my computer. Didn't realize it was this account. That's okay. We'll still call you Kismet. Okay, so let's move on, guys. I'm really, really sorry. Let's go ahead and move on. Hi, honey. Oh, look at those stretches. Not hermaphrodite. Because that's their ship name. Ooh, ma'am. Ma'am, it's not cute. Okay. Oh, she's not even behind me. Okay, let's do it. Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at your person, how you're going to perceive them in March of 2025, who they truly are, and what their intent is with you. First, we have the Moon. This could be a Pisces energy. With that Moon, that's how you're viewing them. The King of Cups for who they truly are. Ooh, okay, I like it. And their intent with you is the Five of Swords reversed. I don't even really want to clarify, but I know we have to. The Moon, the Six of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Wands reversed. You could feel like they're being a little elusive. Like they're being a little elusive. They're maybe not being super talkative. You're not really hearing from them. You could feel like they're holding on to some kind of fears that are keeping them from giving to you. You could feel like they're being a little shady even, or a little secretive, or you could even feel like they're trying to take advantage of you in some way. And with that Four of Wands in reverse, this can certainly represent somebody that you feel is not welcoming you in their space. Now, of course, it can be that you feel like this person is being a little elusive or standoffish because of their own personal insecurities. Like if they have insecurity around self-worth, self-value, if they have insecurity around their finances, you could feel like they're being a little stingy in regards to that. Now, it can just simply be that they're a little ghosty. But it's weird. It's almost like you feel their energy or you feel their presence, but they're not in your presence. You know, and even if they are in your presence, it's like they're not. Like even if they're physically in your presence, it's like they are so like they're not giving to this. For a few of you, you can feel like this person is having some kind of financial issues or issues with their house or around home and family. Okay, and that could be part of the reason as well. How interesting. Who this person truly is, the King of Cups, the Seven of Swords reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles. This is somebody who is, I believe that they're naturally a mature, loving person. Like I feel that this person is very emotionally strong, but I also feel like this person has a lot of guilt, or sometimes they have a lot of self-serving tendencies. Now, sometimes it can be that this person tends to be giving and then they feel guilty when they give to themselves because they feel like they should be giving it to others. And that can come from a sense of guilt anyway. Like a long, long time ago, okay, I wasn't like the best parent. And I was really off my rocker during that time. And I was I guess you could say an alcoholic. Of course, now I'm 5 years alcohol free, but I still have a lot of guilt around that. And because of that, I tend to like try to buy them anything they want and kind of like serve them on hand and foot because of that guilt, you know? And it's almost like this person has something similar about them. Like, I don't know if they just did something in the past and like, they just haven't been able to let that go. And so they feel like I'm not really sure. Let me see what that Seven of Swords in reverse is. This feels really wishy-washy. Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, wishy-washy. I told you, like this feels like this is a wishy-washy person. It's like on one hand, it's like they have this very mature outlook on love, or they can handle a lot when it comes to emotions, but there's also this like back and forth between self and others, how much they give to others, how much they give to self. And they can always like have one foot in and one foot out with everything, with jobs, with friendships, with people, with romantic relationships. I don't know. And it's like the sense of what they walk away from, and then they come back, and then they feel guilty about investing into something else, but then they feel guilty about walking away, and so then they feel like they have to invest more, give more, because they did that. And then it's like very their intent with you. So I like their intention, okay? God, these readings tonight. I haven't had a drink in 5 years, but damn, I need one, okay? This is somebody who's not interested in playing games with you, okay? I think that this is somebody who potentially loves you, is in love with you, or they want that kind of relationship with you. And they feel like the two of you have a foundation already, potentially, because that lovers is there. That devil in reverse tells me that there's some kind of decision to take accountability for some kind of maybe shitbag thing that they did, or they're willing to take accountability for some kind of red flags, or they're willing to admit some kind of toxicity that has occurred within the dynamic is partially because of them, perhaps. So I feel like their intentions are good. It just seems like you're kind of having a hard time like reading this person. You may feel like they're just like mirroring or reflecting your emotions back to you or something, but they're not really giving you anything concrete. But this is their intent with you. Seems like they're like trying to do better. Oh, whoops, that was supposed to go over there. Sorry. Oh, Scorpio. That was house 1. That was Libra's advice. I put it in the wrong thing. We have Scorpio and we have emotions are running high. Okay. You can be dealing with another Scorpio, whatever it is. But I definitely feel like emotions probably will run high soon in the month of March between you and this person. And it might feel like a purging is getting ready to take place. I feel like if this is something that you are attempting to work on with this person, it may be asking you to be yourself, but also to open up, to allow yourself to be vulnerable if you have the intent to merge with this person in one way or another. Okay. So I feel like also like you may learn some secrets that this person tells you, or you may need to reveal some kind of secrets to this person. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. And I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. What's up, Sarah? All right, let's go ahead and move on here. All right, so welcome Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at how you are viewing this person in March of 2025, who they truly are, and their intent with you. Ooh, the Empress. So this may be a feminine energy. So if you're a feminine Sagittarius, this may be reversed. How you're viewing this person is the Empress. We have Taurus and Libra. The Three of Swords, did I say Libra or did I say Libra? Libra. Three of Swords in reverse for who this person truly is, and their intent with you is the Justice card. We have Libra again. So let's take a look at that Empress. The Empress with the 10 of Wands and the Page of Cups reversed. This person may have children. This may be a wife or a baby's mother, okay, for some of you. But whatever the case may be, this is somebody who has a high sense of self-worth or self-value. At least that's how you're viewing them. This is the creme de la creme. This is somebody that you're finding incredibly attractive, sexy, beautiful, whatever the case may be. And you may feel like this person is taking on a lot of responsibility that they can't handle. That Page of Cups in reverse, I need to get a clarifier for that with the Magician. Okay. You may feel like this person is being a little emotionally manipulative or even playing the victim a little bit. Like it can be like, let's say that you live with this person or something like that, and they're like, I work and I come home and I take care of the kids all day, and then you're fucking off or whatever, and like they're trying to guilt trip you maybe, or which is like a totally valid argument, right? If that is the case, okay? But so I'm not saying anything, but it's the way that you're viewing them, which is like you feel like they're trying to get a rise out of you, or you may feel like they're attempting to emotionally manipulate you, or like they're trying to manipulate you into making you feel like they're the victim, or whatever the case is. And so you may feel like they're like, I don't have time for this, or, what are you going to bring me, or what are you going to give me, kind of thing. Like, I don't have time. Like, and so you can feel like the energy with this person is very, very heavy at times. There could be issues around like children and responsibilities around children in one way or another. Okay. But you feel like this person is like very confident. Even if you do feel like they're manipulating you, you feel like they are confidently like doing so. Like, bitch, don't even try me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like you feel like they have a lot of responsibilities that they're taking care of at this time. Like they don't have time for your shit, kind of thing. But you also feel like they're very nurturing, they're very sexy, beautiful, creative, they just have a lot on their plate. They might get frustrated, maybe. Who this person truly is, the Three of Swords reversed, the Sun, the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this person is a naturally confident individual. Okay. They may even be a natural leader in some regard. But I also feel like this is somebody who's dealt with a lot of heartache or heartbreak, maybe from you, maybe from others, whatever it is. But this is just like the core of who they are. Right now, it's only 3 cards. Okay. So it can only give me a little bit. But that sun tells me that they know how to remain positive even in like shitty situations, which is part of the reason why they're probably able to get through many of them. The Five of Pentacles, though. Hello, ma'am. Don't go back there. Where are you? Where is she? I swear to God, she was just right there. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. But I do think that sometimes this person, worries a little bit. Like they may have some abandonment issues, or, they may have a fear of like being broke, or they may have a fear of loss in some way, but that sun energy is going to burn out those other cards. It's like this person's sense of optimism and leadership. It's like it doesn't even phase, like, is not even phased by those other like negative cards, I guess you could say. Like I do think that this person is very confident as well to leave something in the dust that does not serve them either. Okay, so the Justice, the Two of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune, this is their intent with you. I don't feel like this is a bad person. This is somebody who wants equal give and take. This is somebody who has an intent to do the right thing, to keep everything in balance, to keep themselves in check, to keep you in check if necessary, and they're kind of like if there is a conflict or something, I feel like they rather just let it go. Okay, there's kind of a let go, let God. I'm going to do right by me. I'm going to do the right thing, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? For some of you, if they did do something to you, they may want to take accountability or try to make something right. Okay. That can be it as well. Sagittarius. Damn, everyone's getting their own cards tonight. Sagittarius, and step out of your comfort zone. So this is about a sense of optimism. This is about keeping an open mind, freedom, exploring the possibilities, and doing something different. So I don't know if that just means that you need to go about this connection in a different way than you usually do, or whatever it is, but it's trying to tell you to and adopt a Sagittarius mindset, which can on one hand be completely delusional, but on the other hand, it can be incredibly intelligent and very optimistic. Okay. So it's telling you to go about something a different way. Oops. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. So let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Capricorn sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person on your mind. We're going to see how you're perceiving them in March of 2025, who they truly are, and what their intention is with you. Three of Cups for how... Three of Cups, that damn cat. Three of Cups for how you're perceiving them. The Chariot in reverse for who they truly are. We have Cancer energy. And then we have the Seven of Wands for their intention with you. So let's see. Three of Cups. Eight of Swords reversed. The Nine of Cups. Can I get one more? The King of Wands. So this seems to be a masculine energy, Capricorn. This may be somebody who, after a long time of indecision or feeling like there was a stuck connection between the two of you, you may feel like they are making a decision to come together with you, to be friends with you again, to have a reconciliation of some sort. And you're viewing them as very confident in that maneuver, in those actions. You feel like there's a very strong sense of confidence there. You're very sexually attracted to them. You feel like they're very independent, which I think is also very sexy. It's like, it's just all around, it's a positive, fun, attractive energy. It's just fun, it's sociable. You know, there's no like weird feelings that you're getting from them. Like it seems pretty solid. Yeah, if this is like a romantic kind of connection, you could feel like this is somebody that checks off all the boxes for you. Okay? This is the type of person who you know, doesn't need you but wants you kind of thing. The type to like slap your ass in the kitchen or throw you on the bed and fuck your brains out kind of thing. You know, that can be like the King of Wands. Ma'am, I am really just going to lose it with that cat sometimes. You know, I try to open the door, try to be a nice guy. No. So I don't have anything negative to say, honestly. You know, I'm a Virgo, so I'm going to look for it. Okay. Who this person truly is, we have the Chariot reverse, the Three of Wands, and the High Priestess reverse. Whoa, I need one more for that. Eight of Pentacles reverse. Well, this seems very opposite of how you're seeing them. So the Chariot in reverse with the Three of Wands, it's almost like this person just waits for things to come to them because, not because they just feel like, oh, fuck, bitch, is that glitter? Um, not because like, oh, like I assume that everything is meant for me is going to be for me and it's going to find me. No, like almost at a sense of like fear or in extreme cases like cowardice, okay, in some way. Um and it's like interesting because there's this energy of this person really does maybe have a lot of drive or even have the energy to do it, but it's fear and their own subconscious fears that really hold them back. And then it causes them to question, you know, am I really good enough for that? You know, can I really go after that? It's like a constant like second guessing of self. And sometimes they may like try to force things as well and then expect it to come to them or like expect it to turn out in the way that they want, but it's really more like a self-sabotaging energy. And then like nothing actually changes in the way that they want because of how they go about things. They're very critical of themselves, and I can guarantee you that's probably part of the reason why they are how they are. They may even be very critical of others as well. They may have a lot of secrets and things like that, okay? A lot of secrets that they try to keep or whatever. Um, it's weird. But you're definitely not viewing them like this, so I don't know. Maybe change is coming, but no, that's like the core part of like who somebody is. So let's see their intention. Okay. Okay. 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands, the Tower reversed. The 7 of Wands can sometimes depict somebody who is attempting to maintain something. Even through a bit of struggle, they're willing to do it because the Tower in reverse is like, I don't want to let go of something. So I'm willing to compete. I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to show up as very confident and, self-assured to fight for the thing that I want. So if there's like, they kind of need to go through hoops in order to get you, I feel like they're willing to do that. I feel like they're willing to do something that is out of their comfort zone in order to keep you. So, I mean, I don't know, but like who they are on the inside is kind of weird. So I don't know if they're like putting on a facade or what the hell that is. Advice is Gemini. You can be dealing with a Gemini, and then we have full moon in Taurus. You can be dealing with a Taurus. You can have these placements. So, I feel like this is about asking questions. And I feel like this is about really knowing this person, which means not being afraid to ask questions. Doesn't always mean they're going to tell you the truth, right? But it doesn't always mean they're going to lie. I feel like this is about conversation, open communication. And when it comes to this connection specifically, like ask yourself if something actually makes sense. Is there an actual game plan in place, or is this just talk, right? Because your dreams need a practical plan in Gemini. It's like talking versus doing. So that's what I'm getting there. So make sure, like I had an ex who was like always future faking. Like I don't know if you know what future faking is, but they say that they're making all these plans, or like this is what the future is going to look like, and it's just like a magic trick. You know what I'm saying? It's just a magic trick to like hook you in or reel you in, or to make you think that, oh my God, we're going to have all these, and it's not always the case. I'm not saying that that's what this person is doing, but that can sometimes be, you know what I mean? Just be cautious. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All righty, let's move on to Aquarius. Hey, Gorta. I do not, unfortunately. Lori's here. How you doing, Tom? She's a Virgo who cheated on me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. They only want to reconnect with me because I'm growing dahlias and they want them. What? All right, so moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and see how you're perceiving this person in the month of March 2025, who this person truly is, and their intentions with you. Two of Swords reverse. Okay, this is how they're perceiving you, or you're perceiving them, excuse me. The Six of Cups reverse. That's who they truly are. The Four of Pentacles reversed for their intent with you. Okay. The Hermit. The World reversed. I'm going to be honest. I like this. I do. Could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, or a Saturnian heavy figure, father figure, maybe for some of you. But other than that, this is somebody who you feel, or how you're perceiving them at least, like they may be making a decision to focus on self, or to kind of be alone in isolation to heal, or to figure out who they truly are, or you know what I mean? Like the Hermit is all about the journey of self, okay? And so you may feel like they are reinviting some kind of self-awareness journey or self-healing journey into their life because they didn't complete it at some point, something like that. You feel like this is somebody who's very intelligent. You view them as very intelligent. You feel like they're probably not afraid to speak their mind. You feel like they're likely very wise, very self-aware, very smart. You may have some unfinished business with this particular person. What is the unfinished business? The Knight of Cups reverse. Something in regards to love, emotions, or for some of you, it can be a creative project that really never took off. There could have been, like, maybe some harsh words spoken between you and this person at some point, or some emotional manipulations, or maybe a lack of vulnerability that, never really turned around. Mm. Dark night of the soul energy, though, heavy. Like, that there's a very much like a dark night of the soul energy, like, for how you're seeing them, at least. Very dark night of the soul. But, like, they're not, "I walk in the valley of the shadow of death" type bitch, you know what I mean? Or whoever this is. Who this person truly is. Six of Cups reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Page of Wands in the upright. Ooh. This person's past has a hold of them, like gripping them by their balls or their boobs, whatever the case may be. Somebody who probably has a very wounded inner child, a lack of confidence, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. There's a struggle there. And there can be some immaturity, but I feel like it's coming from a wounded, an inner wounded child. Somebody who can tend to be very critical of themselves. Nothing is ever good enough. Nothing that God, that's somebody's voice in their head. That's immediately what I felt with that. Like, and with that Page of Wands, it's like every time they try to take a step forward, it's like that voice comes back, or they want to be different, but something, you know what it reminds me of? I know that nobody cares, okay? But like this is what this situation reminds me of. Like, back in my early 20s when I was an absolute alcoholic, and for many years after that, like, I was a diabolical mess and I was a pig, okay? I was a pig. And I mean, I was messy, okay? Like, messy, like physically messy and other ways. But, like, since I've gotten sober and I've gotten out of that, I'm actually quite cleanly. Like, my house is bleached, my bed is made, I'm pretty clean, you know what I'm saying? And my mom yesterday, we were talking about Virgos, and she goes, "Oh, well, why aren't you clean like a Virgo?" Right? But because I didn't talk to her for many, many years, I realized that she was attaching who I used to be and still envisioning that person for who I am now. Although I'm not a drunk anymore, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't go out to bars, I don't sleep around, I don't, I clean my house, and I feel like it's this person. Like, it's almost like this person, like, tries to take a step forward, and it's almost like there's a voice in this person's head that almost like pulls them back, or they've been unfairly judged in some way by others, and it really takes a hit on their confidence in some way. um Now, I'll be honest, okay? My house is clean, but my car is a fucking mess, okay? It's the one place I'm still a pig, okay? This person's in my car's a damn mess. Four of Pentacles reverse, Temperance reverse, the Queen of Wands for their intent. I feel like you're this Queen of Wands here. Reverse it if you need to. Um, okay. What's that Temperance reverse? The Hierophant, okay. Well, they think that you're very attractive. They think that you're sexy. They think that you're very attractive. And I feel like they wanna take a chance on you, okay? Or, maybe they want to take you on a trip or, if you're already established with this person. But I feel like there's some kind of imbalance between the 2 of you. Maybe they feel like they like you too much and you don't like them, or, maybe they feel like they don't spend enough money on you, or, whatever it is. And they're realizing that there's something that they're not necessarily happy with that they wanna let go. They want something more stable. They want something more concrete with you. Like, they know what they want, you know what I mean? And they're still like, they know what they want right now, although they're still figuring out who they are, and they still have unfinished business with you. And, like, that's the thing. I feel like when it comes to, like, relationships, relationship dynamics, just because you don't have it all figured out yet, I feel like the right person will grow with you. You know what I mean? Like, the right person will grow with you. And you can grow beside somebody. You can grow beside next to somebody. So I feel like maybe that's what they want with you. House 5. So this is like about being lighthearted, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Everybody is getting their like freaking everybody's getting their cards. So I feel like this is about you being self-expressive. I feel like be confident, have fun with it, be flirty, just have a good time. Just be authentically you at the end of the day. Like don't feel like you need to put on like a certain, I don't know, exterior or a certain personality. And Aquarius is you guys usually don't have problems with that anyway, but if you do, just go back to your roots, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's telling you to be lighthearted about something. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Boop. All right, let's move on to Pisces. Okay. What's up, Taurus? How are you? All right. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at how you're perceiving this person in March of 2025. Let's see who they truly are and their intentions with you. 5 of Wands for how you're going to be viewing them. The Knight of Wands in reverse for who they truly are. Aries, Leo, Sag. And then the Fool reversed for their intentions. All righty. The 5 of Wands, the Ace of Wands reversed, the 9 of Wands. Damn, there's a lot of fire energy. Okay, this person can be like heavy fire energy or just a fiery personality, but you look at them like they want to start shit, like they want to fuck with you. Like they want to, get their ass handed to them, or they want to start petty arguments with you and then they want to back out, or they want to, you know, uh this is like somebody who hits you and then run, will hit you and then run, or will sucker punch you. I'm not saying they're actually doing that, right? But it feels a little passive aggressive. It feels like you're looking at them like they're starting a fight and then they're backing down and then they're like, oh, no, 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 even though you feel like they're starting it in the first place. So it seems like a little bit of, oh, where are my boobs itchy? It feels like a little bit of like passive aggressive energy. Oh my God. Ow. It feels like some passive aggressive energy, honestly. And you just look at them like girl, boy, whatever it is, like you're wearing yourself out. Like, are you good? And you feel like it's all coming from a place of ego. It's just like me. But you feel like it's really going nowhere. It's just going in circles. It's going in circles. It's going in circles. And you're looking at them like they're losing the circle game. Like they're losing the argument. They're losing. I mean, it's pretty simple. It feels very petty, but you're looking at them like, you're losing. Just stop talking or something like that. That's what it looks like to me. Ooh. Ugh. Knight of Wands reverse, King of Swords reverse, Six of Swords. Can I get one more for that? Two of Cups reverse. This is like the type of person to... Two of Cups reversed. It's interesting because this is the type of person that when they feel ignored or when they feel like they need some kind of level of validation or attention, they go out of their way, or they, do something outlandish or embarrassing to like get some kind of reaction or attention. But then like when it comes down to like being confronted maybe or something like that, they're the type to like gaslight or play dumb is what I'm getting. And then they're like, "Oh, I just want peace," even though they like create the chaos in the first place. I feel like this person is very disconnected from their own emotions, so they're like living on fumes. It's almost like this person fears. I mean, there's no cup energy here except for that Two of Cups, which is in reverse, which I feel like tells me a lot with what I need to know. Um, because it's like when somebody doesn't want to be viewed as like too vulnerable or like too empathetic, maybe out of fear of being looked at like a pussy, or feeling like, oh well, that's a feminine trait, I don't want to, which is like so ridiculous. But like they're living their life solely off of fumes and ego instead of just like relaxing. I mean, like, you know what, it's okay to like have feelings, or like it's okay to like be vulnerable. It's okay to just like, back down a little bit and like not need to prove something all the time or whatever the case. Their intent with you, the Fool reverse, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. They seem to be backing off. They're not really, they may even impulsively like ghost, or they may just like kind of back off a little bit and just like focus on self. Okay. It doesn't mean that they're not open to a connection or something like that with that Nine of Pentacles, but it feels like they're focused on their own healing maybe, or just kind of taking a time out and being alone. And that might be what they need, like a little timeout. You know what I mean? We have Mercury for your advice, and the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So double Mercury energy here. I'm wondering if you're going to find out something during this Mercury retrograde for this energy to come out, which is happening on Saturday. And then Mercury goes direct April 7th. So I want to say, like, be cautious of what you say. Okay. During the Mercury retrograde, like be cautious of what you're saying. Um, If you've been looking for answers from this person, I don't feel like you need to go find them necessarily. I feel like you just need to wait it out, if I'm going to be honest. It doesn't mean like don't take action on the thing that you need to take action on, but like let this person come to you is what I'm getting. I know it says Mercury, but that's what I'm getting. Mercury is usually like, oh, like, talk, communicate, open up. But with the answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini, and the Mercury is about to go retrograde, and we're having that full moon lunar eclipse. It's happening on Wednesday. It's like, and then like literally that night or like the day later after a full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury, literally Mercury goes retrograde, not even like 24 hours later. You know what I'm saying? So there's something to that. There's like a choreography happening there. And so I feel like, yeah, just chill. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All right. Let's do this. All right, guys. Super chat questions are up. Oh no, DMA, I'm sorry. All right, guys, let's see here. All right, we got my girl Zaza. Hey V, what are Carmine's feelings for me? Is he catching them at all? Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Yeah, and I don't think that he'll be afraid to admit it at some point. I think he's pretty clear on what his feelings are. I think he's very open to communicating about them at some point. I feel like he would probably be the one to initiate it as well. I don't know how soon that's going to be, but two aces in my book is a yes. In any tarot reading is a yes. So two aces is an absolute, like, not just a yes, but a built on confirmation on top of the confirmation that you already got. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So yeah, I feel like he does. Thanks a lot, Zaza. I really appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review, I would appreciate that as well. Thank you. All right, then we got my girl, Bryn. Hi, V. What do I need to know for the near future? I'm all ears, baby. Thank you. Sure, let's see. The Knight of Swords. Looks like some communication is coming in. The Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Knight of Swords. It feels like somebody's trying to ask you a question about either why you're not showing up or why you're not answering them, or it can be that somebody is trying to find out information about you or your finances, or they have questions about why you're not giving to them or giving to a situation anymore. Or if you had a falling out with somebody, they may be questioning why you're being so mean to them with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Excuse me. The Six of Wands. What's that Six of Wands? You can be having some kind of recognition or some kind of pat on the back, something that you're accomplishing in regards to maybe solving some kind of problem with that Five of Cups, clarifying that Six of Wands. It can be something from the past that really made you upset or you were really sad over in some way, but now there seems to be an overcoming of whatever that situation is, and there's an emotional component to it, but you seem to be, I don't know, getting some applause, or like, the best way I can explain this. Now, this is on a very extreme level, right? So imagine that you like went through something like financially traumatizing, okay? And then you wrote a book, right? You came out of that and then you wrote a book on how to manage your finances or how to invest, right? Something like that. Now everyone's like, wow, good job. Like, obviously that is in a very extreme case, okay? So apply it to your personal situation. It doesn't have to be that big of a thing, but you do seem to be having some kind of success there. The Star reversed with the Three of Pentacles. It seems like there may be a chance to be able to get on the same page with another person, with coworkers, with a group of people, or even work on some kind of team. But it seems like for some reason you don't have a lot of hope, or there's a lack of healing, or a lack of sharing some kind of information out of, I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's fear. I don't know if it's like a form of distrust. But it seems like you and other people are getting along, but there's something missing here, or not everything is being shared. So something just to kind of keep in mind. Your advice is conjunction, which is essentially a union merging and a coming together of balance, spirituality, and practicality. So, when it comes to your day to day life, how is that going? Do you have a good routine? Do you have a good sleep schedule? What are you doing on your day to day that is making life easier for you or more efficient? Are you making sure to keep yourself healthy? Is your work enjoyable for you? And in regards to your spiritual life, are you meditating? Are you taking those fucking walks? You know what I mean? Are you reading your tarot? Are you journaling? It's asking you to come together with yourself and make sure that you have a very good balance between the two. I don't know why it's asking me to tell you that, but that's what it says. Okay. Thanks a lot, Bryn. I greatly appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review and let me know how I did, I would greatly appreciate that. All right. Then we have my girl India. Hi, Violetta. Anything that wants to come out about my date later this week, please and thanks. Sure. Let's see how it's going to go. Okay. So the strength in reverse with the Ten of Cups. don't overshare, okay? Don't overshare, don't trauma dump, don't, like, pour your I'm not saying you're gonna do this, but any kind of idealization you may have, putting this person on a pedestal, don't do that, okay? Or maybe this person is going to do that, but definitely a need to be very cautious around how you're addressing this person and the category that you're putting this individual in. Okay. So you may see this person, you may have like, an hour conversation, and maybe it's them that's doing this. And they're just like, oh my God, I can't help it. I want to get into a relationship now. You're everything that I've ever wanted, right? Because the 10 of Cups can sometimes represent like an idealization. And I feel even more so with that strength in reverse. So just be cautious of putting the cart before the horse is what I want to say, okay? Or maybe this person might do that. But thank you so much, India. I greatly appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review, I would appreciate that as well. All right. We have my girl Abby here, okay? Pisces here, connected with someone online, going through a bad split with someone very abusive, offered guidance since I survived the situation myself. We talked for weeks, unexpectedly got along well and bonded. Now he's disappeared the last week. Don't want to push him for contact. I unexpectedly felt like there was a soul bond here that could turn romantic later down the road. Hold on. Not right this second. And now I'm just trying to allow space since he's in a huge life transition. I haven't told him I kinda like him because it's not appropriate right now. What's going on here? Where'd he go? What's going on? 4 of Cups reversed with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hangman reverse. Oh, girl. He might be seizing a current opportunity that he may have taken for granted before, or he may be seizing an opportunity where he was rejected before, something that he's maybe having a hard time letting go of. Give me one more. Yeah, judgment. It looks like a reconciliation between him and maybe another person, okay? Or, it can't even be maybe like it's a job, okay? Can you tell me what area of life this is? The Nine of Swords, something that was mentally frustrating for him, something that really had him, created some sleepless nights, anxieties, overthinking, things like that. It's something that has basically mentally stressed him out in the past, most likely. And it looks like he is potentially seizing some kind of new opportunity to revisit whatever this is. So I don't know if it's a job, but I know it's something that stressed him out. Mm, is he coming back around to Abby, or 10 of Swords reversed? I feel like he's revisiting something from the past. Okay, that's what that looks like to me. All right, so just be cautious of that. Let me get some advice for you. Oh, I didn't mean to pull 6 cards. I thought you got 6. I'm an idiot. Oh, well, there you go. We have the moon, and then we have new moon in Aries. Okay. This is about listening to your gut instincts and listening to your emotions. But definitely listen to your instincts. When it comes to your emotions, make sure that you are putting your feelings first. And with that, it's time to take action card with that new moon in Aries. I feel like there's something in your gut that or that you're feeling, and you're likely needing to take action on what that is, as long as it's emotionally healthy for you. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull 6 cards, but I'm sure you're not complaining. Thank you so much, Abby. I certainly hope everything works out. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review, I would be very appreciative and grateful. Thank you. We have my girl Cassie. Tell me something I need to know, but don't. Gorgeous. Wait, what? Tell me something I need to know, but don't. What do you mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Cassie, I don't know what that means. Is she here? I really hope she's here because I don't know what the fuck that means.
We have plenty
Whoa,
of
whoa. Sorry about that. An old video just popped up on my phone. Something I need to know but don't know. Oh, what an idiot. Oh my God. No, that is 100% my fault. What a fucking idiot. Oh my God. Okay. Time to shut it down, bitches. Okay, Cassie, let me see. This may be that so I'm getting a couple things here. It really depends. Okay. There's a few things. Either there's a feminine energy in your life that does not trust you at all, and you don't realize it, or there's somebody, a feminine energy in your life that you need to not trust. Okay. And you may be projecting some kind of ideal onto this person, or maybe you're living in fantasy land about this person, but that is not the way to go. It may be saying now, this can also be saying that you have more options available to you than you may realize. But it's more so about needing to trust that. So whether it's in regards to love, whether it's in regards to career, whatever it is. So it's like needing to trust that a little bit more. I hate to make it sound so negative, right? But the King of Pentacles in reverse with the Eight of Wands in reverse, this can be somebody that may end up attempting to pressure you into giving them money, or they may try to manipulate you in some way, to be able to use you for something. Okay, whether it's like status, money, whatever it may be. Maybe you got good in with the boss and that's why they want to be your friend. It's basically, there's a masculine energy here who is quite stubborn and maybe trying to use you, or maybe talking bad about you because they're afraid of what you may say about them. Okay. I hate to say that, but that may be the case. Okay. It can also be that somebody blocked you that you don't realize. Thank you, Cassie. I love you. I'm so sorry. Why does it always have to be so fucking negative? Damn. I guess it wasn't all negative, right? All right, Jasmine, me, Libra, him, Gemini, will we reconcile? Let me see. I think so. I have the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles reverse, and the Page of Swords. I feel like this is somebody who's watching you right now. It seems like they're trying to detach from the future of wherever this relationship or this dynamic can specifically go. The Emperor is somebody who tends to detach themselves because they feel like they have bigger fish to fry, or they're trying to focus on, excuse me, their external responsibilities. But it seems like they still have an eye on you. So I don't know if they watch tarot and they're like cross watching for your sign. I don't know if they're like asking about you. I don't know if they're watching your social media. I'm not really sure, but that is prominent there. I asked specifically, will they reconcile? I have the Page of Pentacles. Yes, I feel like there will be some kind of offer that may start out small. It may turn into something more, but I feel like they just have an eye on you right now. But eventually, yes, I believe that you guys will reconcile. Thank you so much, Jasmine. I greatly appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a review on Hypsee, I would be greatly appreciative of that as well. Thank you so much. All right, let me. Oh, we got Alexis here. I see. Yay. What's up, Alejandra? I can't. Cassie, it could be a water placement, sun, moon, or rising, because that was Cancer and Scorpio. So Thank you so much, Kenneth. Hi, Alejandra. I'm ready to go to kickboxing class and meet a woman. My mom was like, Violetta, you just need to like go out there in like real life and like, go to Edgar Casey or like one of these spiritual meditation places. And I bet you will meet somebody there. Male, female, I don't fucking care. Just get the hell out of your damn house. It's like, yeah, that's probably true. No, Mystic, you can go do that, baby. It's up there. I'm always on this damn computer. I'm always like doing something creative or I'm always like working on something or I my arcana number is 9, which is the hermit. And I really enjoy my own company. I love being alone so fucking much. I do. I love being alone. Of course, if it's just me like sitting there in the closet, like I'm going to be bored out of my mind, but I like just getting into my own little projects and like doing my own little thing and like working out alone and you know what I'm saying? Like I love that. And so to be around people feels like a chore most of the time. And that's why I've been like best friends with the same people for like 7 years. Like 2 people, that's it. Like I really you know and then if I like actively choose somebody like that's a rarity. Like if I choose to like be around you or call you every day, like it's a compliment. You might be interested in the book I'm reading, The Practical Art of Divine Magic, Contemporary and Ancient Techniques. Ooh, let me read it. Here, I'm going to take a picture of what you said, okay? Thanks, Nicole. Sorry, I saw you made that comment earlier. I didn't know you were talking to me. I'm so sorry. Edgar Casey, he's dead. No, no, no. There's like, no, like the establishment. There's a place out here in Virginia Beach where they like sell tarot, they sell like spiritual stuff and like people go there. They go there for like group meditations and things like that. I didn't mean like they meet the Edgar fucking Casey. Bitch. That is so fucking funny. Oh my god, cheerlead mom. Yeah, she's a Sag. She's a Sag rising, a Sag sun, and a Sagittarius Mercury. Okay. I don't know if you've ever seen a woman scream at a group of 6 men before, but I have, and she is a Sagittarius stellium. I just, I mean, it's, she fears like nobody. She literally fucking fears nobody. It's hysterical. All right. We have Andrea. I'm a Cancer sun, Scorpio rising. He is a Saggy Scorpio cuspy sun, Saggy rising. Oh, okay. Does Danny want to reconnect with me? Let me see. Mm. Well, Andrea, it seems like he's going through some changes right now. He may feel like things are kind of done or something has changed between the two of you. And with that 8 of Pentacles in reverse, he may be feeling like he either doesn't deserve you or he may be very critical on himself or even you, if I'm being honest. And it seems like he's not really willing to put in an effort at the moment. And it's just because either there's changes that he's going through or he may feel like this is done for some reason. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe it'll change though. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Thank you so much, Andrea. I greatly appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review on Hypsee, I would appreciate that as well. We have Ashley B. What's my highest potential this year? Ooh, I love that question. I literally just did a reading on myself with the same question. Yes, queen. What can I achieve and have if I put my mind and heart to it? And have if I put my mind, ugh, words are hard. Okay, let's see. Oh, oh, wow. Okay. Seven of Cups reversed with the Two of Swords reversed, Six of Wands, and the Eight of Wands in the upright. Love it. This is telling me that you have a lot more options available to you than either you know or you do need, or you do know, but you actually need to stop avoiding something and just make a decision. This is saying that once you kind of reality check yourself or get your ass into gear, you can have the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So, what is this? This can be a sense of public recognition. This can be being known for what you know, right? Like maybe you're teaching, maybe you're writing a course, maybe you're reading tarot on YouTube, whatever it is, whatever the thing is that has to do with communication or traveling, teaching, something to do with words or some kind of knowledge. It seems like it can either make you famous. Now, maybe it's on a small scale, but it's saying that there's some kind of applause or public recognition that you can get by making the choice and not procrastinating, I want to say anymore, or just finally doing the fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I know for me, like when I can just be like, you know what? I'm gonna stop like thinking about this and oh, I want to do this. I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it right the fuck now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lock in, and then I do it and I can do it and you can too. It's just about like getting yourself out of that headspace and like, no, I'm gonna fucking do this shit right now. I'm gonna get started right now. Like, you know how people are like, "Oh, January 1st, I'm gonna start working out." It's like, bitch, it's December 6th. Why not just start now? Start now. You'll be ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's something like that for you, maybe. So definitely some kind of public recognition, opportunities for travel. Okay. Um, I feel like you'll be also having conversations with people that are in the public eye or are already successful at what you're trying to be successful at. Ooh, I like that, Ashley. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me, my girl Alexis. Alexis is so hot, please. Hi V. Anything for my love life for the next 2 weeks I can expect. Love you. I love you too, baby. Let me see. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Knight of Cups reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. Okay. It may feel like things are a little inconsistent, kind of wishy-washy, kind of in and out, not a whole lot of vulnerability, or, it can be that there's some moodiness either coming from you or this person. So it just seems like things are kind of a little wishy-washy, back and forth, inconsistent, like I said. That Wheel of Fortune, though, tells me that there's this, you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck, right? Wheel of Fortune is kind of like let go and let God, right? We're letting go of control. So it doesn't seem like it's bothering you to the core. It seems like there's some forward movement, but in a different direction than whatever this is. And I say that because you see the Wheel of Fortune, see this guy on the Wheel of Fortune, see how he's facing this way? It's almost like not even looking at those knights. Six of Pentacles, okay. Five of Pentacles reverse, okay. The Hierophant. So I like this. So it seems like maybe somebody is seeing your value in some way. Somebody can be giving you money, spending a little bit of money on you. We all like that, right? And there can be, if there's any kind of block communication, or if there's some kind of disconnect between you and another individual, I can see you guys coming out of this. I can see that there's maybe a talk about either money or fundamental things, beliefs. You may be having a conversation with somebody who may be religious, or you may be having a conversation with a partner or somebody you're romantically involved with about the foundation that you're setting for the connection or the dynamic. So I don't feel like it's bad. I definitely feel like despite these inconsistencies, I think that something is rolling in the right direction, but maybe not in the way you had initially thought. And I feel like there can be some very revealing conversations between maybe you and another person, specifically regarding money or values, specifically, because this is all Taurus energy here. So something about values, self-worth, self-value, religious, spiritual beliefs, something like that, but it's in a positive way. We have Virgo, and nothing will come of this situation. It may be something that you're overthinking or really, really worried about. It may be telling you to kind of like lay off the Adderall thinking. It's such a fucking stupid way to say it. But like lay off the overthinking, because there's maybe something that you're overly worried about that may end up not even happening at all. Okay. I don't know if it's a health issue. I don't know if it's a work issue. I don't know if it's just something that you're OCD about and you keep thinking about, but it's telling you to not worry about whatever that is. Okay. Easier said than done, right? Thank you so much, Alexis. I really appreciate you. Please take advantage of Jupiter in your first house. Like, seriously, please take advantage of that shit. It was great for me. Thanks a lot, baby. And please leave me a review on Hypsee if you don't mind. India. Hey, V, one more question. Do I need to worry about a third party regarding the person I'm going on a date with? Oops. Hermit reversed and the devil. Well, okay. Um, if we pair the Hermit in reverse with the devil, could it certainly be a third party? Yeah, it certainly can. Okay. But what I'm more concerned about is somebody who, now, of course, I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just saying what sometimes the cards can talk about, okay, or what they can mean. The Hermit in reverse, sometimes in a negative light, can talk about somebody who is paranoid, has isolation issues, has a lack of self awareness, somebody who is paranoid, psychosis. It can represent like think of like a dark mercurial mind. Okay. This can be even somebody who is quite manipulative, not really showing their true colors with that devil there as well. There can even be some kind of addictions in some kind of way, some toxic red flags that maybe you're not seeing. Maybe you do see them. I don't know. Could there be a third party? I mean, yeah. I mean, if somebody as well is not, and I'm not saying that this person is not mentally stable, but for that Mercury energy to be there with the devil is somebody who lacks self-awareness in regards to their own toxic behaviors, okay? Um, I do feel like this person knows how to use their words or who they are to get the things that they want, which doesn't always have to be a bad thing, okay? But, I mean, it's only a 2-card pull, so but yeah, I would just be a little cautious, okay? There may be like addictions or some kind of weird stuff kind of going on there. So, but I feel like it could be a third party, but I don't feel like I feel like that would be like the least of the issue, to be honest. I know that sounds really bad, but so yeah, I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that just sounded so fucking negative, but I hope you'll give me a review on MC. Thanks. All right. We have Lorena. I told TJ I was done with him. Do you see us being done, or will he make an effort? Is he going to make an effort here? Are they done? I feel like there will be a conversation, um, and I don't know who's pursuing the conversation, okay? Because all I asked was, "Are they done?" And I got the Ace of Swords, which is like, I think that there's gonna be a conversation. The Magician in reverse is about if he's gonna make an effort. The Magician in reverse can represent, especially in combination with the Ace of Swords, somebody who is mentally manipulating another person. They are using some tricks up their sleeve in order to either communicate with you, to receive communication from you, or to get some kind of clarity on a situation. So I do feel like there'll be a conversation. I just don't know if it's going to be as clear as you maybe want it to be. Okay. Thanks a lot, Lorena. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you will leave me a review on Hypsee. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Oh no. Underdog Tarot, please listen to that. Okay, please listen to that. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful night, Kenneth. Thank you for stepping in. Shout out to Lori as well. Lori, I'm glad to see you here. And I hope all of you have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Have a good one. Goodbye.